Hello, everyone. We're back.
Woohoo!
It's a week? Has it been only a week? Or no, 2 weeks? I don't know. But
You were
hello.
sick last week, I think.
Oh, that's right. I wasn't feeling well last week. Yeah. And then I woke up this morning with a sore throat. I'm hoping it's just allergies, but
I don't know. You were sick last week.
Oh, that's right. I wasn't feeling well.
Wait, now talk. I can't hear you.
I wasn't talking.
Good. For some reason, my Bluetooth earphones aren't working.
Nah, we'll get it figured out at some point. So I haven't done a Monday stream in a couple weeks. I haven't done a Friday stream. So it's been a while. You're in a new room.
You moved into a new room?
You're in a new room. I'm in the same room.
Oh, yes, I am.
Oh. So there's a rack in the waiting room. That was unexpected. I'm gonna pull him up.
Well, that's awesome. I'm gonna put on my earphones
All
because
right.
I have a hard time hearing.
Well, hello there.
I'm gonna pull him up.
What's going on, guys?
Hi, Rack.
Long time no see. How's it going?
It's been too long.
It's always awesome to see Rack.
It is.
Oh, it's my.
Did you know that Rack is such a good guy? Yesterday, when I was moving the guppies into the house, I kept watching this bird eating some suet. And I was like, I wonder what type of bird that is. And I just sent him a picture from like really far away. And he identified it.
That's awesome.
And it was a woodpecker, but it didn't have any red on its head.
Oh, I love tuning into that bird stream from time to time when I need a little nature in my life.
It's an awesome stream.
It is.
Maybe I should start streaming mine.
You punch enough buttons, you'll find the right one, right?
Yeah. So how have you been?
I wanted to pop in and say, hey, Ed, it was fantastic to hear from you and identify a bird for you. That was awesome. That's the highlight of my day. Hey, can you tell me what this bird is? Yes, that's what I can do.
Well, I see birds all the time, and I hate to bother you.
No, it's no bother. You know, can you fix this? No. Did you see this movie? No. Do you know that bird? Yes. So I'm only going to be able to chat for a minute. I'm expecting a call from my wife, and I'm going to take it. So just in advance. But I wanted to say hello. I'm getting back in the groove, Lefty. What do you think?
That's a good thing.
Yeah, I've missed everyone. Life's been hectic. I've lost both parents in the last year. And
very sorry to hear that.
Just go crazy. So I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. I won't say the dust has settled, but it's been pretty cool hanging out with folks again, kind of wading back out there. And of course, you guys are so popular these days. I mean, I take a nap and come back, and you guys are like world-renowned, globe-trotting, famous YouTubers.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yes.
I don't know how much truth is in that.
Oh, it's all true. Come on.
It sounds really nice. This is why Rack is always allowed up.
Yeah. This is the first time I think I've had Rack on a stream.
No way.
I've been trying to get on your stream, Lefty, and I saw that. To be honest with you, I saw the link, and I thought maybe you'd had technical difficulty and shifted the stream. And when I clicked on it, it was like, you're entering the studio. Well, what the heck?
Well, I'm glad you came up.
Say hello.
Well, I love your shirt you got on.
Yeah.
It's a pretty snazzy shirt you got there.
Baby. Once a week we wear that one.
Awesome. I was kicking myself when I didn't buy one of those a long time ago.
You know, the Fish Tube booth awarded me a golden T-shirt. Each year they selected a community member they felt that was forwarding the community, and I was very honored to receive that one year.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. Yes, very awesome. James wants to know if that's the Elgato Wave mic you have, Rack.
That's for Rode NT.
Okay.
So if you put all that together, you know it spells rodent, in case you didn't know.
I see we got some new art behind you too since the last time I saw you up on a camera.
Well, yeah. So I took the art show down, and a couple of those pieces came out of the art show. That's the Red Wing Blackbird, and this answers the question: which came first, the chicken or the egg? This painting was in a 1993 art show. And
Wow.
I put it on there because it was the one selected by the newspaper. They always featured one of the works in the show to announce the show in their press release, and it was my painting one year, so that was cool.
Lefty probably wasn't even born at that point.
What?
No, he wasn't. No.
I think Lefty was like born in 2001.
Holy shit.
Not that young. I was
Thank
born in
God.
'92, Ed, the year you graduated high school.
Oh,
Yeah.
what do you know? It's a
Youth
good thing
is
I
so
flunked.
wasted on the young, they say. Hey, what are those fish behind you, Lefty? You know, those are pretty cool.
Well, right now
Those
it's my
betas?
those are my female betas from about a year ago now when I
Okay.
still had them.
Did they all murder each other?
Those were the ones that were all from one one spawning, and I
Spawn?
think they had some kind of genetic issue because they all got dropsy and passed within like a month of each other. Because everything else in the tank was fine. And I treated for everything I could think of, and they still
I'm
kept
going
dropping.
through dropsy now with the goldfish. It's horrible.
Oh, it's-
Oh, no.
yeah.
I'm
I've heard
sucking down all my meds. I can't tell that's doing any good.
I've heard some people say they've treated it, but most people, I don't know. It's always good to try, though. I never like to not
well,
try.
you don't have a choice. If it's a goldfish, it's just like a dog.
Yeah.
You're going to the 100th yard to see what you can do. Hey, can I show you a picture? Can I hold this up?
Sure.
I
Please.
set up an aquarium yesterday.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
It's a 60-gallon. It's kind of sparse, but I'm consolidating, I think, everything I have left into that tank and getting rid of some tanks. And so I was on Fish Room Fever's live stream there a few weeks ago, and then Ed had me on the same night on his stream. Thank you, Ed, again for that. And then I went on Rico's for a minute after that. It was a long night. But I told James and Ed that after I reached 1,000 subs, which thanks everyone for your support, it's been overwhelming, that I was going to have huge aquarium supply giveaway to James and Ed if they would come up here and get that stuff. So now we're within 20 subs. And so I thought, well, I better set that aquarium up or they'll be taking fish too. So that's why I set up. It's going to be a community tank from hell. If it lives and swims, it's going in that tank.
It's the best kind of a community tank. Throw everything in it.
That's right.
Love
It was
mixing
that or
and
the
matching.
pond, right?
Yeah.
Which, by the way, this week I fixed the leak in the pond. Finally got my water issue taken care of, which was caused by, it was a good thing. That pond, when it's clear, is my favorite place on earth. I absolutely get lost out there watching those koi swim. They're just amazing friends. And the water turned green all summer. Pea soup. Couldn't figure it out. Hated it. Spent too much money so I could have a pond that wouldn't be green. Green. So got it all straightened out, and the cause was a spawn. Had it cleaned out, drained, pressure washed, cleaned out, refilled, looked immaculate for 3 days, turned green. Why? Because the koi spawned. Absolutely fouled the water. So the water cleared up, and I've got 4-inch koi, a dozen. Well, I didn't put those in there. And that explains my water quality issue, because it's supposed to be 90% biological filtration. We did lots of surface area, and just the guys over at Aquascapes Inc. have done the homework, right? But when you get overwhelmed, I guess that koi milk, long story short, there was no water changing. That's not part of the program.
Right.
You get some evaporation, some rainwater, then some water fill-ups. It just wasn't working. And then with the leak, which happened, it turned out to be very shallow. And one of the things I haven't announced yet, maybe I'll do that, Lefty, on your show one day, since you've allowed me to come up today. Thanks again.
No problem.
I'll tell you that little secret on your show. But it caused a problem. And so the liner, the installer of this appurtenance, pushed the liner down below the water level. So water wasn't so much leaking because it was punctured, it was overflowing. So then I was adding 500 gallons of water a week.
Wow.
Ouch.
And that, even though I bought, the 300 gallon storage or stock tank that I was using for quarantine now became the holding tank for the water. So I was aging the water. Before I put it in the pond, I didn't want to go heavy duty on the chemicals, and that's a lot of water to treat.
Sure.
So but even though I was aging it, still wasn't good for the balance, adding that much water. So it stayed green. So now I have clean pond, beautiful fish, it's not leaking, and I'm so happy.
Well, I had 2 of my tubs go green, the 2 that were in the sun a lot. The ones that I had last year stayed nice and crystal clear because they were underneath the trees really good. But then I had 2 that got an extra 3 hours of light, and I brought them in yesterday, and you can see how green that water is.
Oh yeah, well, it looks like Gatorade.
Yeah, I mean
lime Jell-O.
And those are the 2 that were out in the sun more.
Okay.
So, but the guppies love it. But I'm still gonna slowly cycle it out now that it's in the house.
Yeah, I got one of my aquariums that I keep that color because the guppies love it. Got a grow light on that aquarium. It is a 5-gallon aquarium.
I love that. I love it. Yeah, my goldfish hospital tank is a 5-gallon aquarium.
Mine too.
Can't beat it. You can't.
Can't. I'd like to cut a hole in it though and have a window.
Oh yeah. You know, I gathered supplies. I was going to extend my series of videos on the aquarium, and I got some acrylic sheets that were pliable.
Nice.
Yeah, and several prototypes. I didn't film any of them. I didn't upload any of them, but I did like silicone, which is going to work at least for a minute, right? And probably you're going to have a little bit of a leak, not a huge leak, when it starts to leak. And then I got some of that. What do they call that magic tape? They did the infomercial.
Flex steel.
Flex steel.
Yeah. So I had some of that, and just so many just little over-the-counter fun things. When I did the aquarium video, a lot of comment, mostly, I mean, overwhelmingly positive, but people said, man, if that were clear, I'd be in. And I found a clear 5-gallon bucket at the restaurant supply place, but they were just expensive to the point they were no fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather buy another 5.5-gallon kit and do a cool project. But the sheets of acrylic on Amazon and fixing it to a hole you cut out with the jigsaw, fun.
That sounds like a fun thing to do.
Yeah.
But you're not going to make friends at the aquarium store doing that kind of thing.
Well, most of the time you look down, though, into the aquarium anyway.
Yeah, I always had that pond idea. And yesterday I was in a live stream, and Lumpy Dog made a comment that he had, in some sort of a tub, the balloon platies.
Yeah.
And I'm not a fan of those guys in the aquarium, but I thought, wow, looking down the surface viewing fish, I never thought of that. That's a really cool idea.
Yeah, I asked him to make a video of that. I don't know if he saw me say that, but I did. Because I think it'd be cool. I just saw Lumpy over in James's channel and see if he's over here. He probably isn't.
I see James in here. And
James
Dee
is my
been
friend.
helping me out. Hi, Dee.
James and I are going to be heading to Knoxville tomorrow. Well, he's already there. He's already got a head start. But
what's up?
Well, Sean and I were going to go and have fun at the fish store there in his town.
Sean's or James's fish store?
James's.
Yeah, Kenny's.
Kenny's.
Yeah.
Every time you go in there, it's a whole new place. It's amazing.
Hey, did we have a
crazy.
fantastic meetup there or what, Ed, a couple of years ago?
So much fun.
I wish you could have been there, Lefty. You would have loved it.
I
it was
would
like
love to
Aquashella vibe, only small scale. It was controllable.
Yeah. Well, but yeah, we're going to go there. And then afterwards, we're going to go back to Sean's and play games. You're more than welcome to hang out with us if you're free.
Well, my wife's been just going crazy during this special time on Earth, and it's just so few hours on the weekend for her to relax. That's priority. If she says, "Hey, let's hop in the car and run down to that fish store in Knoxville," I'm there. but it's all about her on the weekends. We got to get her through all of this and rested, and then we can do some festival type things.
Yeah,
I totally understand. Well, you got to make sure that there's a thing that's going to be happening in Knoxville in April. And I'm not allowed to say too much about it, but we'll have to make sure that you show up for that.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to say too much about it either, but I'm probably going to show up.
And hopefully Lefty does too.
You coming, Lefty?
if I can work it out with work time, sure.
Okay. Yeah, I think you're going to be sick that day.
Yeah.
That would be a couple days. I got a 5-day stomach bug. I can't come in.
Oh man, it's coming on. I feel it.
Select Pet's still trying to get me to move down to Tennessee. I don't know. Ed said it was hot and humid where he is. I don't think I can do that.
Well, the farther north you go, the nicer.
I need cool temperatures.
At the top of the mountains, it's nice.
Lots of elevation opportunity around here.
Okay.
There was one mountain that I measured the temperature was like 79, and when we got to the top, I think it was like 62.
It's getting closer to what I like.
And that was like in August or something. So no, probably wasn't August. I don't know when it was. It was in June.
I got married in the Keys. We eloped, and we're getting our marriage license, and I'm absolutely melting. I mean, it's like being in an oven, and you stick your arms out when you're, because it's just sticky like that. And I asked this nice lady, I said, when does it cool off around here? You know, I'm thinking 11, midnight. She said a couple days in January. Didn't help.
Well, you know, I thought I would die all the time in the South. And once you live here, you get used to it. It's kind of like a fish that gets acclimated. And I got acclimated. Like when Kenny E came down here, he was just dying from the humidity. And I was like, it's really not as bad as it normally is. But, and I'm a fat guy. And I can handle it.
Me too.
Oh, I wish I was in rack shape.
No, you don't. Listen, we did a bird banding project last weekend, and when we're banding the migrant birds, one of the measurements we take is fat. And so sometimes, and it's on a scale of 1 to 6, and sometimes the migrant birds are just plump because they need the energy for the long flight. And so I have this bird in my hand, and I'm showing it to everyone. They're taking pictures if they want to. And I was talking about the fat, and we measured on a scale of 1 to 6, and I rubbed my big tummy, and I said, I'm about a 5.5.
Well, I'm probably like a 6.0 or something, or 6.8 or something off the scale.
Well, when we're banding those birds, those migrants that are 6 are healthy.
Oh, well, there you go. Well, I'm hoping for a nuclear war because I would like to see if I could weather the storm.
I've
been doing this for something.
I'm not with you.
Just go down to Antarctica in the middle of winter.
I would love.
That would be the closest to a nuclear winter you're going to get.
I would love
just texted and said she's going to call in a second. So if I abruptly wave goodbye,
all right. Thanks for stopping by.
Don't be rude.
In case you got to leave.
Who's Paul McCarthy saying hello to Rack? I appreciate that. Hey, Paul.
How's it going, Paul? Thank you all. I saw a couple people posting Rack's channel up in there. So if you haven't followed that, subscribe to it yet.
Guys.
Go do that.
That's so nice, Lefty. I really do appreciate that. That's the best thing we can do for each other is to support one another, grow our channels, and it's free. I love that. I love it.
Well, Rack, that one particular woodpecker that was eating the suet that I took a photo of, that guy likes to come, him and I think his girlfriend, or maybe it's his boyfriend. I don't know if that was the female or the man, but they like go out in the middle of storms and eat. And a lot of birds, kind of huddle down for storms, but those two don't. The rain doesn't bother them one bit. Is that normal?
I would say. I mean,
Okay.
Probably they feel safer out there foraging for food than in their trees, which could be lightning rods. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh.
Rain might bring the bugs out too more.
Yeah, mixing the bugs. I noticed a little more activity at the beginning of a rain and the end of a rain at the bird feeding station.
I know.
Now, those birds, Ed, if it's got a little patch of red on the back of its head, it's the male. Female has no red.
Okay, then that was the female.
And the juveniles have a red cap. It's pretty cool.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Well, I think they actually live in the little tree right next to it.
Possible. I've got one on the front porch every day now. It's making the hole in my bluebird box larger, like it's going to roost in there all winter.
So Daniel's got a special thank you for
Let's
you,
see,
Rack.
Daniel Velez. Hey, Rack, your advice has turned my wife and grandson into bird watchers. Mission accomplished. No apologies. We have made 2 trips to the Pineland. Oh, she also loves that story recommended. Thanks. It's a hobby the family likes. In my family situation, makes our life better. Makes us happy. That's a good note to end on. I got to take this.
All right.
Peace
Thanks
out,
for stopping
guys.
by.
Thanks, Lefty.
See you
Bye,
later.
Rack.
Yeah.
Well, that was a wonderful surprise.
Hello.
Oh, he's still there.
I got kicked. I saw him put his camera on, so I just gave him a little kick.
Okay.
So I might have to abruptly leave and come back. One of my coworkers / neighbors' father died the other day, so we are currently making dinner for her and her family. So if I have to get up and leave, I'll be back. I just wanted to bring that up.
What are you making?
We made lasagna. We made 2 lasagnas because her sister's gluten-free because she's got celiacs. So we made a gluten-free lasagna, we made a regular lasagna, and then we made a gluten-free dessert that everybody can like. So I'm going to go check on those right quick, and I'll be back in like 2 minutes.
I wonder if there's actually a gluten dessert that's good to eat. I don't know. I don't even really know what gluten is, except I think it comes from flour and wheat. But the foods that I've had that are gluten-free don't seem to be very good. It's kind of like having diabetes of gluten. It seems like such a drag. The first person I ever met that was sick with gluten was my cousin. She was visiting me on vacation, and she was in St. Louis, and she was sick the whole time. And it turned out it was the food I was feeding her was making her sick, and she didn't even know that she was like gluten intolerant. I don't know what it's called. So does anybody know any good gluten-free desserts? I wonder, is there gluten in Jell-O? I love Jell-O. And you can put bananas in Jell-O, and that's pretty good. And I bet you bananas are gluten-free because they seem pretty normal without preservatives. It's like my family loves my dad and I love Jell-O. Unfortunately, my mother doesn't like just normal Jell-O. She likes to add stuff to the Jell-O. So she loves to put sour cream in it. One time she put a whole bunch of green olives in it, and we swore it was cat food.
Green olives
was
and what?
gross. In our Jell-O.
Ew.
I was trying to think of different types of gluten-free Jell-O or desserts.
Oh, so this is like an almond coffee cake. So almond flour is apparently gluten-free. So
did not know that.
Now,
is gluten from the flour?
Gluten is something to do with the flour. So most wheat has gluten in it.
Okay. How about bananas?
I don't know. There's some fruit and veggies that have it in it.
Gummit, man.
Jell-O. See, I like a Jell-O cake. So Jell-O cake is like a yellow cake mix. Then you poke holes in it, and you make like orange Jell-O. You pour that over the top so it drips through the whole cake. And then
I've had white cake with red Jell-O.
Then you make like some kind of like topping with Cool Whip and stuff on it. It's really good.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody that was here. I didn't get to say all my hellos because we had Rack pop up, and I didn't want to,
Susan's here, and she's wonderful. Uh-oh, we just lost Lefty again. And the amazing Dee Dee's in the house. Stephen P203 hanging cool with Rico just above him. And then right below Dee Dee is the Fish Ring Fever, who just launched a brand new video. Go check out his video. It was all about box filters. Everything you want to know about box filters, he'll tell you how to make them and run them efficiently. And he tested and proves it. It's an amazing video. And if you like it, give it a thumbs up. And then there's my fish tanks. Hiya.
Sorry, sneezing attack.
I was just saying hi to everybody while you were
That's
gone.
good. Alishon, hello.
Wait,
Lisa, saw you pop in there.
I'm in top chat.
Uh-oh.
I'm like,
Dan, BJ, Bruiser, Mystery Snail, hello. S. Lisa again, hello. Jeremy, Pridemore, I saw you there. I went back as far as I could. We had Daniel, Dee Dee, Petro, Atkins.
Larry D was here.
Hey, Larry D. Hope you're still here. If you're not, it's okay. Thanks for stopping by. Let's see. Ricky, hello.
Oh, Liquid
Rico.
Zoo is here, but he's still crying. I wonder if he got sprayed by a skunk.
Uh-oh. Big Tank Hank, how's it going?
Big Tank Hank.
That was still a fun stream being on there.
That's cool. Is Big Tank Hank as strong as he appears on TV?
He looks like it, yes. And I will say, I've heard back from all the winners for the various giveaways. I just had an extremely hectic week with everything going on. I didn't get a chance to mail stuff out. I'll try and get it out for like Monday or Tuesday. Finally heard back from the last holdout, so unfortunately, no re-rolls. Degenerate did not want the Vibra Bites, so Skull ended up getting those.
Oh, Degenerate is such a nice guy. So, next week, I don't know if I'll be here or not.
All right. Yeah, I know next week, I think I have something going on in the afternoon, but I'm not sure yet on the time. You have something going on. Then the 29th is, Shella. Well, 29th is Shella.
Aquashella.
Yeah, so I don't know if we'll do one that week since you probably have an event on Friday night there again, right?
We do have something planned for Friday night, which is going to be really fun.
So, yeah, we might not do one on the 29th. Maybe depending on what time my thing is next week, maybe Rico or somebody can hop up and be Steven.
That'd be awesome.
We can attempt to fill Ed's shoes. We need more than one person for that.
Yeah, I have really big feet.
Not what I was going with, but... Ricky, so we did the giveaway stream the Friday before last, so 2 weeks ago on the 1st of October. And I emailed or messaged or commented back everybody who won something. So unfortunately, if you didn't get a message, you didn't win. But I'm thinking, depending on what I have, I might try and do something at least every Friday in December. If I have enough stuff, like give away at least one thing every Friday stream. Maybe. We'll see.
That's
have
awesome.
To think about it still.
Did you hear that
that Rico and Steven left me out of the thing? Yeah, I did.
I didn't know about that.
I'm kidding. I'm not actually.
Rico's he's shooting for $20,000 worth of free giveaways.
I did not hear that. Also,
$20,000.
I'm not actually upset. I was just kidding.
And
also, I was paged, so I'll be right back. But I heard 20,000. That's good.
He's not going to give a car away.
Man, Rico, you got to be more like Oprah. We all need cars.
I know. I just want to know who's going to talk to Drew Carey, because I think that's our best shot at getting some really good stuff. Hiya, 503.
Right. I will be back in like 10, 15 minutes tops, all right?
10 or 15 minutes?
Well, we got to go drop it off, and she's probably going to small talk, so...
Oh, good
I'll
Lord.
make it as quick as possible.
Okay, so I've got a lot to talk about.
So, here, I'll do this. Steven, Rico, if one of you wants to hop in real quick, there you go, and y'all can entertain while I have to go deliver this food to my coworker that just lost her Faja.
Oh, wow. There it is. I wish you would deliver me some food.
I mean, if you
Because-
lived closer.
You could mail it.
I don't think lasagna would be very good if we mailed it.
I talked to my pizza place in St. Louis, and he's like, yeah, I can mail you a pizza. I do it all the time. And I'm like, oh, how much? And it's like $45. And the pizza already costs like $38, so I'm not going to spend $80 on a pizza.
Yeah, that's a little bit
I'll just
too
drive there and visit my brother. Lefty, you're out of what now? Ooh.
What
I don't know. That's just something that Steven said. Don't worry about it. We'll talk about it later.
I didn't even see it, Steven. What are you talking about?
And then he says Lefty doesn't even read his messages.
Where did you message me, Steven?
And then John said if Lefty moves to Tennessee, he could take Ed Food. Oh, thank you.
All right, I don't have anything on Discord from you yet, Steven, so I don't know what you're talking about. Was it up here? Was it?
That was the
thing?
fastest food delivery ever.
I think I'm bigger than Ed. How is
I
Monday looking? Monday looks good. Oh, look, there's a Steven. Hello, Steven.
Oh, awesome.
And stuff. But here I am.
Okay, I'm gonna go get some tea now. I'm not gonna go anywhere. I like those racks. Those are the same racks I'm planning on getting for my second fish room.
Yeah, husky racks. Hang on, I'm gonna get my headphones.
Sure. I have the super hefty duty husky racks. Well, I should probably wait till Steven's here so he can hear. I was gonna just explain it to you guys. Hey, Shauna, if you come to Dallas, if you want, you could pick up a donut from Voodoo Donuts, and then we could eat it, and we could say that we had donuts from Voodoo Donuts.
Alrighty.
Because that would be awesome. Just saying. It's something that everybody would think is really cool. But if you only have space for 2 donuts, I could just be you and me could eat the donuts.
Donuts are good.
Oh, I know. She's next to the world's famous Voodoo Donuts. It's like
Donuts
the
are
best.
one of those things that I don't realize I've eaten too many until I'm sick way later on.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Well, have you ever gotten a dozen hot Krispy Kremes?
Yeah, more often than I should.
And they disappear so I can literally just kind of and it's like they melt in your whole, your mouth with one bite. It's so crazy how fast I can eat those.
And then when they go stale, you just put them in the microwave again.
I don't think I've ever had that happen. They just disappear so fast.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a dangerous thing.
Mm-hmm.
Very much so. Ugh. Still trying to make room for this rack.
Yeah. Well, now I've got the hefty huskies, but I wanted to get these type of huskies. How deep or how long is that?
So I have 2. So this one that I just put together is 4 feet wide, and it goes back 2 feet. So you can put 40 breeders on it. I have another one here that is 36 inches wide and 18 deep, which is like the basic dimensions of a 40 breeder. But since a 40 breeder is like a fraction of an inch too wide and too deep, you actually can't fit one on here.
Gotcha. Well, come on, Nico, move your tail. I've got a whole bunch of 3.5 gallon cookie jars that I've been eating like animal crackers for the last 1.5 years, and I want to line breed fish in them. And they're like,
How big are they? Like a couple of
they're
gallons?
about, I think they're 3.5 gallons. They're like, I think they're 11 by 11 square, and then they're like a foot, maybe 14 inches tall. They're going to be perfect. But I just want to get some racking systems that I can put them on. And I was thinking maybe if I got those type of racks, I could put them longwise off the wall and have them on each side.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. I kind of wonder about this wire platform though. Like it
Yes.
kind of makes things a little bit wobbly, and
Yes.
I was concerned about. This is not the permanent spot for this tank, but it's a rimless tank, and so I wanted something just like flat under it. So I got a piece of plywood for now
You
because
know,
it doesn't seem steady.
I've got that exact wire on mine, and what I did was I bought subfloor. It's real thin but super hefty duty.
Oh yeah, like what you would put under tile.
Yeah, yeah, and it's like only a 1/4 inch thick, but it's super like hefty duty. And so I cut that on my table saw and just laid it all out, and it works great.
Oh, that's a good idea. I didn't even think about that. I was looking at wood and just like didn't like the prices I was seeing on pieces of plywood after I'd already
Well,
spent several
yeah,
hundred on this.
and I have no idea what the subfloor costs right now either because wood prices are so crazy.
Yeah.
But at the time, I just didn't want to add another inch to the bottom of my tanks, raising it higher.
Oh, I
And
know.
so that subfloor being just like less than a quarter, it's less than a 1/4 inch. I bet it's 1/8 of an inch. But it's super solid and it's been water treated. So, because it's for a floor, people spill stuff.
Hey Ed, Ricky wanted to know how Rob and employees are doing.
You know what? I was going to try to head over there today, and I didn't realize what time it was, and I had to get back in time for this show. So I didn't get to go by. I was planning on calling him afterwards, and I'm sure we'll give you an update on Sunday on Bob's stream.
Cool. So everybody got COVID?
Everybody in the shop got COVID, and they had to shut the doors. And none of them, I think, got really sick. They were just all positive.
Yeah, that sucks.
Now, my other fish store guy in Chattanooga, he got it, and he was in bed for about 2 weeks. He's like only 21. He's a young guy. So it hit him hard.
Yeah, fortunate. I got the vaccine and I didn't even get any symptoms from either shot. So
I got the vaccine and my elbow hurted. Both my elbows hurt.
My shoulders definitely felt it, but that was it.
And I think I was really tired, but it could have just been. I went over to my friend Sean's house in Knoxville, and James and I were playing games, and I was so tired, and my elbows hurt so bad when I was trying to move my stuff around on the board, and I didn't want to complain or let them know, but every time I yawned, I was like biting my tongue.
Oof.
Yeah.
So I got this 40 breeder I'm going to put there, and this giant sheet of acrylic, corrugated acrylic thing, like for the lids.
Oh, nice. Is it double paned? Is it for?
It's like
it's just nice.
It looks like there's the corrugated stuff in the middle, like cardboard.
Yeah, poly. Oh gosh, I forgot what it's called. But yeah, here in Chattanooga they don't sell the 8-foot sheet. Well, it's 8 foot, but they don't sell 4-foot. So you only can buy 2-foot, 2x8s.
Yeah, this is 4x8. How much do you think this thing costs? Because the price was very surprising to me.
I'm gonna guess $48 right now.
Yeah, double that.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it was so jarring, the price, that the first time I went in Home Depot, I didn't buy it because I was like, this can't be right. But then I started pricing it everywhere else, and yeah, it was actually a decent price for what I was seeing everywhere else.
That's terrible. That sucks because I need to buy 1 more sheet or 2 more sheets. Oh well.
Yeah, it looks like it'll go a long way though. 4x8. I mean, that'll cover all the lids that I was gonna otherwise have glass lids. So
yeah,
and the glass lids are never on sale at Petco.
Right. And I end up stepping always on the glass ones. I don't know how that happens.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I break my glass ones like they're going out of style.
I've broken one when I was attempting to take the hinge off of it. Like, the center hinge, the black hinge, just so it'll stop blocking the light. And then I was going to cut one to make the sliding lid, and I ended up doing that, but it's still usable.
Oh, yeah, it's not too bad. So how many 40 breeders are you going to end up having?
Well, let's see. This rack, I had to leave off one shelf for the height because it was a 5-shelf rack, and I just have 4. And it looks like I can fit 3 on here, bottom, middle, sort of the top, and then this is just really high. So I'll just probably put crap up here. Just accumulate more crap.
Yep, that's what I do. Now with those Husky racks, I only go with 3 shelves, and then I always keep 1 set of shelves. And so when you end up buying 3 box sets, you end up with a 4th one for free. Does that make sense?
You end up with a separate shell. Well, what about the edges of it? I mean, the hole.
Well, you can connect. Oh, you know what? I don't know with the thinner ones if they have holes on both sides, or is it just one piece? It's just one piece. See, the black ones are a square that has holes on both sides.
Oh, yeah. Well, that would be pretty handy. Yeah, I didn't even see the Ultra Duty ones there. I saw these, and I saw the muscle racks, the ones that use the particle board as the shelving. And I figured that wasn't going to work too well.
And I just took all my spare parts down to the shed yesterday. Otherwise, I'd run and get them.
Yeah.
But
I'm out of room anyway. This is it. We had a dining room table here, and now it's racks.
That's awesome.
Because, I mean, who eats in the dining room?
Not me.
Not us.
That is so awesome that you have such a wonderful wife.
It is. She really is.
Hey, there's somebody in your room.
What?
There's somebody over there.
Oh. Hey.
I thought it was some creeper.
Nah, just me.
I had to do that to you. I know.
Yeah, she just tried to call me, and I declined her call. And so she probably is like, what is he doing? He's probably streaming, so she'll find her way into here.
Oh, my gosh. Has she seen your living room like this yet?
Has she what?
Or the dining room? Has she seen the dining room like this yet?
Oh, yeah. I built this rack at about 2 in the morning last night, or the middle of y'all's last stream, the Rico and the Man stream. And then I went to bed. And I was like, I'm done. I'm tired. I don't feel like doing anything else. So I made a path so that she could walk through to get to her car. And that was it.
That's awesome.
So I got to figure out, not figure out. I keep saying figure out what I'm going to do with this, but she's told me like 9 times what we're going to do with it.
Is it something that you want to do?
It's just, I mean, I like her idea because it leaves room for even more tanks.
That's awesome.
She is fully enabling.
Is those like plastic drawers?
Yeah, like the ones you get from Walmart.
Yeah, I'm thinking about like buying those and stacking them in these areas. Because I have 2 empty areas on either side of me, and I'm going to put all my craft junk in those. See, I have the other. Oh, you can't see it, but it's this gap here behind my chair.
Oh, Jenna wanted me to let the dogs in, like I wasn't paying attention. That's what she was calling about. I let them in, I think. Yeah, I did.
And what type of dogs do you have?
They're both mutts. One of them is mostly like American Staffordshire Terrier, pit bull type. The other one is more, what would you call it? Great Pyrenees.
Oh, cool.
Big old white dog.
Well, that's awesome. And Liquid Zoo is very adamant about you bringing the dogs in.
Yeah.
But they're in, supposedly.
They are in.
They're just very quiet dogs.
I don't have to let them out on a leash, so I don't have any risk of like them pulling me down and breaking my fingers. Of course, I'd like to see them try to pull me down anyway. Honestly.
You know, I had my sister's Great Danes for 1 year, and I could only walk one at a time because when I try to walk them both, they would just like keep going quicker side by side, and my shoulders were so sore after walking them because I was just like, they're just dragging me. It was tough. So
Yeah, they will definitely try to pull. They get easily distracted. And then my Staffordshire mix, she is like the guard dog. So the wind blows a little bit too hard outside. She is all over it. Oh, Jenna wanted to know if she should go gather the Disney information at her mother's house on her way home today or Sunday. And I don't care.
is it Florida Disney stuff or California?
We Disney World. We've gone a few times, and then we took a break because of COVID, and we're planning she's planning a pretty big one happening this summer, like a couple of months before the Triple Crown.
Now, do you have children's?
We have a 10-year-old and a 7-year-old.
Oh, that's a bummer.
A bummer. We gotta bring the kids to Disney World.
No, it boxes you into summertime.
Well, it kind of does, but we could also be the type who pull the kids out of school and say they're sick. Some people do that, and I can see the benefit to avoid the crowds.
Have you ever been there in the off season?
I've been in spring, but that's also like a time where a lot of people are already on spring break. So not really. Like I haven't been in the true off season.
I've been there for October, and it's about the only time I would go. October and November. I was thinking about maybe trying February this year, but it is so amazing because there's no lines. They might be painting a ride here or there, but otherwise you just get to go. And I do stay at the park, so you get to go like 2 hours before they open the gates for the regular people, but it's still not even bad. It is just, I love it. And I was thinking about even going by myself. Just so nobody bothers me.
Even better, because you can use the single rider lines for stuff that's usually a long wait.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Or if they even had that, they've changed all kinds of stuff because of COVID, and one of the things they'll do is take away conveniences because why not?
Yeah. Well, the ones that I really want to do is Star Wars, and I've got a friend in St. Louis that really wants to go with me, and he keeps telling me, "Oh, Ed, I gotta go. I'll finally go with you because it's Star Wars." And it's like, I don't want to go with him because I don't think it'll be any fun.
Would you go with me, Ed?
Yeah, I'd go with you.
We can build lightsabers together.
Of course.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I'd actually like to build 2 lightsabers.
Uh-huh.
And you can buy the stones outside
the kyber crystals?
Yes. Good job. Okay.
I know my Star Wars, Ed.
Well, you can buy other colored crystals outside because they only let you choose between red, blue, and green, I think, are the only.
I thought they had purple.
Maybe they have purple too. But I want to buy white stones for the white sabers. And I want 2 of them.
So who wielded a white lightsaber?
Oh boy. It's normally the gray Jedis. Well, there is one white, and that's help me out. Anakin's Padawan.
Ahsoka?
Ahsoka had them.
That she had gold.
Well, at one point she had white.
She changed at one point because then she went to the dual wielding style of saber combat.
Well, it's in I think Star Wars Rebels is where she has it.
Oh, okay.
But it's more of a gray thing. Like the grays were the Jedis that they didn't follow the true Jedi or the Sith. And if I was a Jedi, I'd want to be a gray.
So you could apparently buy the kyber crystals on Amazon.
No, I'm gonna buy them there.
They're Galaxy's Edge licensed official too, which is kind of weird.
Are they more? Are people just like buying them and then selling them for a markup?
Well,
Each-
they're from
each
the Galaxy's Edge store, so I don't know.
Each crystal has its own sound.
Oh.
All of the sabers, depending on what color you buy, has a different startup sound.
Well, that's cool.
It is. I don't like how
Yeah.
the hilts are gigantic, but
I don't.
So-
Are they gigantic in the $200 ones that you build? I thought they were actually pretty true to life.
I thought they were a little bigger. Here, I'll just grab a hilt really quick. I've got like, I don't know, I think about 10 stars.
Oh, okay, yeah, her lightsabers were. She's okay. I'm looking at the official thing here. Yes, she did have white crystals. They must have. The tint must have just been yellow for some reason on my computer screen.
Mhm. Well, while you were gone, we were talking about Disney World and such.
I kind of
and
figured
racks.
when I came back.
Because my wife was asking about getting the information because our mother-in-law, my mother-in-law is coming with us for the
Oh,
Disney trip we're doing next summer.
was that a surprise, or did you know about it?
Oh, we knew. We were planning for that the whole time.
That she was coming?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if that was like a haha last minute thing. Honey, guess what? Your in-laws are coming. Well, thank you for entertaining the peoples.
You're
I didn't
welcome. You want me to go now?
No, you can stay. It's fine. We should be fine for Monday. I don't think I have anything going on.
This is my favorite lightsaber.
Oh, hang on. Boom.
I bought this at Comic-Con like in 1995 or something.
I was tree.
It was a park saber, and even the insides light up. And all you have to do is have your finger touch this button and that button, and it starts up.
Oh, that's cool.
These things are so awesome. He made this little attachment that hooks to your belt, and it hooks on there, and it makes it look like it's just floating on your side.
Nice.
And Star Wars actually bought the patent, like the rights to it, so they would do it for the movies because they liked how it looked. But the only thing that the park sabers don't do is make noise.
Ah.
So I have the real Star Wars ones that make noise. I prefer the park sabers are better. I've got about 4 of his sabers. But yeah, this is my favorite one.
That looks pretty cool.
You gonna turn it on for us, Ed?
Yeah, I haven't put a 9-volt battery in this thing forever.
Oh.
And it's kind of difficult. You have to take this apart and pull it out. Well,
Oh, okay.
I didn't bring the saber in either. You know,
you just
the blade.
No, it's
It
supposed to
plugs
just
in.
come straight
When
out of
you
the hilt,
said it
right?
activated, I just assumed it like hydraulically lifted out. Yeah.
No, it plugs in.
Okay.
It's actually like a plastic light bulb.
Okay.
And it was really cool because we did one of my buddies got married, and we all pulled out our lightsabers and then had them walk under them. It was neat. Oh well. Good times. But I don't have a white lightsaber. And all the canon is gone. So like all the old Star Wars canon, do you guys know what that means?
Yeah, and I'm pissed I got rid of it, so in my book it's still canon.
Yeah, well, in
The
my
hell
book
with
it is
Disney.
too.
You
In
heard
my
me,
book
Disney.
it is too.
How do they
The
get
hell
rid of
with
it? They
you.
just announced that, like, hey,
well,
everything
once-
that you've read and seen is now wrong.
Basically, once they bought the rights, they were like, okay, they picked and chose what was going to be considered canon and what was going to be considered legends, is what they called it, right? So there's canon, there's legends, and then so pretty much all the books and everything are now.
Oops.
Disney heard me. They're making things fall now. So they made all
Yep.
the books and stuff like considered legends and made their own shit canon, which pissed a lot of
Awesome.
people off because some of the book series would have been way better than what we ended up
So
with.
much better. So much.
I wanted to see the damn Republic get rebuilt.
Me too.
That's
Mhm.
just me.
Well, and like there used to be like 2 different orders of Jedi. And it was really closely related to the Christian faith because you have the Catholics and the Protestants. And the Protestant Jedis they were the ones that were letting robots get the Force. Like R2D2 was kind of brought up as a Protestant because I'm sorry, but R2D2 is just as, he had the Force in him too. But they really got rid of that when they just made him a stupid droid. And in the new movies, he didn't have any soul or spirit
in the
or
new
anything.
movies, they just made him a prop. He didn't really do much. Which
Right.
kind of pissed. He was my favorite characters in the original trilogy, and then they made him useless.
Yeah, and you see, it's like the Protestants, they like would never erase the minds of the robots, and the order that we saw was like the Catholic order. They wanted to keep everything. Nobody could get married. It was very much like the Catholic faith.
Yeah, so I've got a buddy who knows more about the extended and legends than I do, and I know there was a shift at one point in the order where like they were more lenient, and then they got super strict again.
Well, it was because they were pretty much knocked out in a war, most of them. But I was still figuring, like the original Sith they all disappeared too. So I'm thinking in a different galaxy, there's probably the Protestants and the real Sith are still alive because Sith is actually a race.
Yep.
So, but all the Sith just up and left also. So so like half the bad guys and the good guys said, forget you guys, and they moved. And I love that. I think it's awesome.
Ricky wanted to know which Star Wars movie was Jar Jar Binks in. That was Phantom Menace, right?
Yeah. Well, that's the first one he was in.
Yeah, to episode 1, which was technically the 4th one. I don't know. I personally didn't have a problem with the prequels.
Well, okay, the prequels got a whole lot better when they put out the new one.
But like I remember when the prequels came out, everyone was like, "Oh, these are pretty cool." And then like for some reason, like 10 years later, everyone's like, "Oh, prequels suck." And I'm like, "Why? You liked them when they came out, and now you hate them?" Like what? I swear it's internet culture because on the internet somewhere, people are like, "Oh, the prequels suck." Blah blah blah. Who put politics in fucking Star Wars? And I'm like, "Did you not watch the original movies?"
Well, I mean,
they can make a Star Wars movie now that would please more than half of the Star Wars audience.
Well, they fired Kennedy, so they might be able to.
Oh, they finally got rid of her.
So they brought somebody else in, and I think they've given Lucas back like directing privileges and stuff.
Oh,
so
thank God.
I heard that's what happened, and they kind of were like, Kennedy, you're crazy. You're no longer in charge.
Kathleen Kennedy is the worst thing they ever did.
Yeah.
I hate her.
I don't even know who she is and why they hired her in the first place.
She was like some like assistant that somehow worked her way up the chain. I'll let you use your imagination how. And then she became like the head of the Star Wars franchise when they bought it and had like all this power over it.
She delivered coffee during Jurassic Park.
Oh, that's right. And she became friends with Spielberg, right?
Yes.
Ed, we have a fish room question here about a linear air pump. You use one, right?
I do use one, and I'm thinking about buying a second one.
Dee Dee would like to know, does it matter if the linear air pump is higher or lower than the PVC piping? Is one better than the other? I would, like, does it matter?
I don't think it matters at all.
All right.
Mine is below it because most of them are below because you normally want to run your PVC at the very top of the wall, and you can't put the pump into the wall.
I think, and I don't, it's been a while since I've seen a video, but I think Dean's might be like level with his PVC pipe because of how he built it.
I actually have a video of how I set mine up, and there's a day in Miami that I wasn't able to get the tickets for the trip. So I'm just going to be in my hotel room doing nothing all day. So I thought I would actually crack out some of these videos that I.
Why, Steven, is that a linear air piston pump?
You know what? I don't think it is actually. It's just a big.
Or is it a
pump.
diaphragm?
It's a diaphragm.
Oh, okay.
It's just large.
Yeah, I don't think it would matter with the air pump, but again, I'm not sure. Well, I think it matters more with the diaphragm pumps because they have to work harder to push the air into the bottom of the tank.
Mine is below, and it's fine.
I put mine wherever they'll go. Like I've never
wherever the
even
cord
thought
reaches.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think with the linear air pistons, it doesn't matter, but the diaphragms, it matters a bit more. But I've only used diaphragm pumps, so I'm not 100% sure. And Xanadudu says make sure you use check valves.
Oh, of course. I wish they made, or maybe they do make a check valve that is like large, because it is a large hosing. I would like to have just one check valve right here.
I know the Tetra ones come with check valves. I don't know about that brand. So like anytime I bought a bigger Tetra Air, even the small Tetra Whispers, they usually come with a small check valve or something. And my 150-gallon air pump came with one. So awesome. Hello, Ray. Thank you for getting back to me. Ray was our big winner for the grand prize.
Robert! Ray's Aquatics?
Yes.
Yes, it's Robert. He gave me this bag, and I still haven't opened it.
Ooh.
I keep looking at it, and I keep wanting to do it during a football game, and then I forget when the football game's on.
I'm just going to get like the biggest bag they have of that on the way to Dallas, and that'll be my hotel snacks.
Hey,
I think this is the biggest bag you can get. They only come like in one bag. But
that ain't enough.
When I went to Florida, I think you can ask James, I think I bought 8 of these. Hey, Kenny E. What's shaking, dude?
Congratulations on over 3 decades of marriage there, Kenny and Danny.
I
believe I saw a community post to that effect the other day.
You know what? They're old enough to be your mom and dad.
So are you.
Kenny, you are not old enough to be my dad.
No, you're old enough to be my father.
I hate you. You are such a jerk. I hate you.
Yeah, a lot of y'all are.
I wasn't having that much fun in my teens.
Hey, I got a cousin who popped one out at 15 and her daughter did it at 14.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I dated a girl that had a kid at 15. But she only had one more, or that was the only kid she ever had. So that was cool.
Yep, 32 years. He put it in chat and I looked it up. Hey, Metalhead, how's it going?
All right, tape measure, don't fail me now.
Your wife has said that you need to stop at, is that Boosie's?
Bucky's.
B-U-C, oh, but okay. Well, I can't English. And get some souvenirs, apparently. Souvenir snacks.
She's talking to me?
Yeah, she said you.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm assuming on your way home from Aquashella is what she means?
Yeah, well, I mean, if I get them on my way there, they're going to be eaten when I come back. So
I literally spent $160 at Bucky's.
I think we spent that much the first time we went, too, not too long ago.
And we didn't buy gas.
Man, it was really crowded when we went, too. I don't know if there's like a good time to go, maybe just middle of the night.
I don't know. I wonder if there's one close to Zen's house.
Yeah, she lives in the Houston area. There's quite a few of them over there.
You know, they're building one on both sides. That didn't make sense. They're building 2 on both sides of Knoxville and one in Nashville. So, and they're all, so Bucky's is only going to be about an hour drive from my house. And one of the ones in Knoxville, it's the one on the north side, which is farther. It's going to be the biggest Bucky's ever made.
God, they're already pretty huge.
I know. This one is going to be next to Dolly World.
Oh. See, mention more things like that. I might want to move south.
Dolly World? Dolly Parton is really sweaty.
Hey, I hate stupid people. She just did a remake of Reba's song, Does He Love You? Reba did a whole, 3 new albums of old songs redone.
Reba or...
Reba McEntire did. And she did a duet with Dolly on the album.
Oh, okay. Well, they've... Dolly World is a bizarre park.
Nice. Disney's still pissed at us. More stuff's falling at Steven's house.
I asked for that one. I had a cup of these, they came with one of my tank kits. It's like little carbon balls.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
And I just had them sitting in a plastic cup, precariously balanced on the top wire rack. So, what did I think was going to happen?
So, Darlene would like to know how much room you were leaving to get your hands in tanks between the racks.
The worst one in terms of room is this one right here.
Oh, my gosh.
It'll be all right.
You're a better man than me.
You got.
I'm
more
gonna go
than I
simple
do.
with it. I mean, you kind of approach it from the side, and it's all right. But yeah, there's plenty because like there's about the same amount of space, but the 29s are a couple inches taller. The 40s will be extra fine right here.
You see, that's the difference between you and me is I'm a wuss. I have a lot of space, and I also get them off the floor because I'm too wimpy to bend over.
Well, I don't bend over. I just sit down for the long haul. Like,
I'd get a milking stool.
I want one of those that like rolls, like one of those gardening stools where you just kind of like roll around.
Yeah. Get like a hydraulic one that can just lift you all the way up to the top tank too.
Oh wow.
Tom
Hey,
Patterson.
Goes way up there.
Barbara, Mike's Aquatics. How's it going, Noah?
Tom says I need to check out Jungle Gems the next time I go to Cincinnati. Man, James and I messed up. Oops. Oh, thank God the cat wasn't. Normally the cat's right under my desk, and I dropped my tape measure down there, and I was like, oh boy. Can't reach it with my foot. Last time James and I went to Cincinnati, we messed up so bad because we didn't know that Tom Patterson and his wife was there, and we could have hung out with them the day before and went to an awesome arcade and a Jungle Gems. Instead, we went to a fish store that was torn down.
Oh.
Torn down. Did you know it was torn down, or you just showed up and it was gone?
Yep, we just followed GPS to the place, and when we got there, it was a hole in the ground. Some bank had bought it and was turning it into a parking lot. So that sucked. But I drove around it for like 20 minutes looking for the place. Finally, we asked, it's like, where is this? We've been like in circles. And it's like that hole over there.
Gods.
Yeah.
Well, at least somebody remembered that it used to be there.
Danikin says you got to get a hold of him to throw down a track for the duckweed dance, Steven.
Oh, what I thought you and Danny were working. Danny Weshy were working on that though.
But they want to make it a threesome for a collab.
Okay.
Threesomes are always more fun.
Yeah, I've never. You know what? Never had a threesome before, so.
Hey, Detroit Shrimp.
Well,
how's it going?
Now, do you play the piano, Steven?
I have a piano and I know what the notes are if I think about it hard enough. But
Okay.
I can't get my left hand to do something different from my right hand, which I think is one of the key parts of being able to play the piano.
Yep.
Unless it's chopsticks and it's basically the same thing. My biggest mistake in life was my mom made me play the piano for 1 year, and as soon as the year was over, she let me quit and start playing the saxophone.
I think the saxophone's way more fun.
No,
I
it's
think so,
not.
too.
I play the clarinet, so going to the saxophone probably wouldn't be too big of a difference.
Well, when's the last time you played your clarinet?
A couple years.
Okay, wait 2 more years and then blow it. Your
Okay.
lips are going to want to rip off because your embouchure gets so weak. Your lips.
Yep.
I had to play The Line Sleeps Tonight. And it was like that. That part,
Mhm.
And my lips were so sore, I haven't wanted to play it again. I haven't played it for probably 15 years since I did that. So I wish I would have played the piano because that doesn't hurt.
Well,
You
it'll
don't even
eventually, you'd
Yeah,
eventually
probably
get
get
carpal
finger
tunnel if
cramps,
you did it
though.
too long.
My
I bet,
mom
'cause-
is in her like 79 or something, and she's still playing her piano.
Oh, well. They built them better back then, though.
But yeah, it's the same with brass instruments. I played the trombone for 20 years, and it's like
God.
it's
I
the
couldn't. No.
my lips would swell up for 2 days if I haven't played in a while and I try to play something.
It hurts terrible.
Yeah. And you can't, and once it swells up, you can't actually play anymore either. You can't play through the pain. Like you can't even get a sound out.
Oh, I agree. I mean, I was lucky to get the dang song out, and then I just wanted to go home and cry. But I also wanted people to say, "Wow, that was awesome! I didn't know you played saxophone." Like, thank you.
I always wanted the piano and like the the viola are two instruments I regret not learning.
Yeah. Well, okay. So, Steven, you should try to play the piano. Let Danny play his guitar, and let Kenny blow that horn thing that he plays.
The bugle?
No, it's not a bugle.
Oh, okay.
It's his big, stupid horn that he blows. I think it's the only instrument he knows.
Is it one
So
of
you're
those plastic ones?
Yeah.
I should stumble through the piano while two other people play instruments that they're competent at playing.
Have you heard
No.
Kenny blow it?
I have not heard Kenny blow it.
You're going to sound great.
Oh, dear.
I don't know. Kenny might be able to play kazoo also.
Yeah, I think we can all play the kazoo. That's a
He-
good option.
What he was in a band, but he was lead vocalist. So that just means he didn't play nothing.
Yeah, when's the Fish Fam Band going to perform at an Aquashella?
Oh, I'm being mean to the poor guy.
Yeah, see the songs I make, I put together loops of more talented people playing instruments.
Oh,
Don't give away your secrets.
Kenny says it's a genuine Viking horn made from
Oh.
real purple plastic.
Wow. That Viking plastic was really strong stuff.
Yeah. If it was a real one, it would look more like this.
I don't see that. I see.
I see what looks
so-
like a close-up of a beehive.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
It would look more like this.
We got to get you the Horn of Gondor.
This was my horn of Gondor
Oh.
when I was Boromir.
Can you make a sound with it?
No, because it's actually a black powder thing.
I was going to say it.
Oh.
Man, you didn't give me a chance to say that. I was going to guess it. I'm like, oh, it's like a black powder thing.
I just hung it around my side because,
Apparently,
I had to walk around
Xanadudu
with a
used to
shield.
be a drummer. So, you've got a drummer. You've got a guy who could stumble through the piano. You got a plastic Viking horn. And you got, a guitarist, vocaler person. You got, there's a good band right there.
Yeah.
Jenna can actually play the piano, so it'd make more sense for her.
No, you guys got to be you.
It's got to be all boys. Nobody's going to believe a
Uh-oh.
girl band.
I'm not touching that one.
All right. Well,
I said that because I don't see Patty in the stream.
oh.
And I think we already lost Dee Dee a while back ago.
Oh.
It is 6:01, which means Maple Street is live.
Wow.
So let me thank you, Stephen, for hopping up when I had to go deliver food. Thank you, Rack, for randomly stopping up. That was a nice little visit.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Thank you, Ed, for being here.
Always fun, my buddy.
Thank you all for the support on this Monday's video. It's great. And Stephen and I'll be back Monday night for a fish stream, barring any random people dropping dead again or my throat killing me. So head on over to Maple Street and enjoy some more fishy stuff, and we'll see you guys later.
Cool. Alrighty.
Peace, y'all.